Well, what a glorious day it is today, and it's a Friday. Bloody beautiful. Anyway, I've had a couple of times in this garage this week without filming, but the fuel pipe situation still isn't resolved, so I think I've got all the bits now, because as it turned out, the facet fuel pump had what I think is a 12mm tail on the end. God knows how they got the last bit of 7.9mm pipe in, but anyway, that is a 1/8 MPT thread, which you can't get anywhere. So what I've managed to do is get some BSPT in 7.9 and 1/4 inch. So hopefully they'll go in with some PTFE tape and I can get this bloody horrible rat's nest of wiring tidied up today, and we can start getting the ECU in, which is what I really want to do. In anticipation of all of this, we have rescued the fuel tank. So, this bad boy can even be fitted today, but I'm just not hopeful about it. So I'm going to crack on and see if I can get over this bit of a hump in the project and get the boot sorted out. And then hopefully we can have a nice tidy up, get rid of all this crap because it's starting to piss me off, and then focus on no diz. And then we're really not that far away from getting the electrics back in, and hopefully, I'll start the car on some ether, but not far away, so bear with. This is a 1/8 BSPT, but it should go in here, wrapped nicely in some PTFE. And the nice guy in the shop said don't go too crazy with it, it should be fine. Like so. As you can see here, it took me a while to figure out what the best way of doing this was, and I eventually came to the correct answer, which was to mount everything in place. So the pump, the filter, and then eventually the tank, and leave the only one end of the fuel line connected, and then routing it, trimming it to length, and making it nice and tidy. So yeah, this job in total took me about 3.5 hours yesterday, but if I was doing it again, it would probably only take me 3 or probably 2. But it's a learning curve that you learn when you're doing a car. You learn each part of the job once, and then you don't do it again, until maybe you do another car a few years later. So it's quite challenging. I eventually decided to put the fuel tank in, and then yeah, we hit disaster. I had a little whoopsie there, but my tactics for this are as follows. Actually, I've still got the bolts on the bottom of the tank. I may as well get the tank installed because I don't think it's going to foul anything. And then I'll just get the lines done this end, leave them loose here so I've got enough room to trim them. Then we can have a nice little run. I'm going to keep it all 6mm. It's just, I don't know why they didn't do it in the first place, to be honest. But they obviously had a reason not to put it all in 6. Oh, and that bolt dropping that could have really done with staying in my hand. I may as well show you underneath here. So here are there you go, rear mounting, drain plug to rear mounting, but you can see how scrappy it is down here. It's just a bit untidy and a bit mean, but that's the way we like it. So there's the fuel tank in place. So this is going to have to be shortened, but I don't want to shorten it until I'm ready to finalise the mounting points, and then I'm going to mount these nice and neatly with P-clips around the side, so it looks like a professional job. That sticks out too far, but I need to investigate why. Probably pulling it in from the front. Let's have a look. But that is this just simply runs down the chassis. I hope I haven't pulled it out. If I have, I'm going to end this video and just, oh, for fuck's sake. You fucking, Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I hope this is an easy fix, otherwise I'm going to cry. I literally will. That was such a stupid thing to do. Oh my God, as I did it, I thought, that's stupid. Stupid boy. Right. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. Right, I'll be back. What do you reckon to it, Inspector Charles? Wag's tail? All good? Right. Thank you. Right, well, crisis averted. As you can see, just up there, the fuel pipe was just caught here, so I fed it over the, if I bring you around here, over the top of the chassis and back through the ale. So problem solved, and you can see more artisan welding. Yeah. I left that on the diff. I deem the fact that I have the brace more than it compensates for the lack of material there. Hopefully I'm right, otherwise we're all in trouble. Well, and this is a moment where it all went horribly wrong. I was pointing out that I'm missing a collar on that seat belt mounting point, and in an attempt to show YouTube the missing collar, which is sat in the passenger side of the car, I lean over the car, which is balanced on a jack in the middle, and the whole thing tips over, and the jack buries itself in the floor of the car, ripping the thin fiberglass, and it's about to happen here. There we go. So yeah, another idiot manoeuvre which I managed to get out of, but there will need to be a fiberglass repair, and the chassis is not quite as straight as it was. Right, so that was a massive whoopsie. I jacked the car up and then leant across it and knocked it off the jack. You stupid bum. Because it's so far in the middle, and it's got a bit of a dent in the chassis and a bit of a hole in the floor, which is really stupid. And to be honest, I could just cut this out, pretend it's never happened, but part of what I'm doing this for, I mean, it's not for views and subscriptions, you know, I really couldn't give a shit about that. It's more of a diary of what I'm up to, and actually for anyone that watches it, they get an idea of how an Elan's put together, what to do to fix it, what to do to break it, and what not to do if you're restoring it, and also stop showing all the glossy, amazing bits that happen and show some of the shit that you go through as a DIY restorer, because we're not pros at this. You know, I'm a recruitment consultant, not a mechanic. And sometimes you come and you do a job and you end up making things 10 times worse. So yeah, that was a fuck up. The car's now on an angle in the garage and I could have caused a major problem. As it happens, it's fiberglass, I can fix it. But there we go. These things happen. So onwards, let's get this job completed. So I have the fuel tank in. I'm going to shorten this hose, then I'm going to mount that hose, and I'm going to put the quarter hose tail on there, then mount that around, and then we should be good to put the P-clips in, attach the fuel hose, attach the hose to the tank, probably put that back in, and then we can call it done. Then we can get that sorted out, then we can move to the front of the car. So I'll put this on the tripod and you can join me there. Right, so tank's in place. We're going to remove the filter. And here's another thing. I literally just nipped this up by hand. Right, so we're going to take this out. Because we're just going to go with a straight 6mm run all the way. And then you realise that you can't find the 6mm piece because that was the 6mm piece. It's times like this where I do genuinely worry at times if I am, you know, losing my mind. And I'm slowly going mad. Alright, now will that be right? No. It goes around this way. Once we've got all the old stuff off, that is. I always struggle with PTFE tape and which bloody way it goes on. God knows how plumbers and gas fitters get through their days without going absolutely fucking insane. Right, I'm going to take it off the top so it doesn't interfere. Oh, fuck me. Everything in my mind and my body is saying, pack up, go home. It's not your day today. No one will mind if you come back to this on Tuesday and do a good job. But then other parts of me think, well, no, this is my time. I work hard during the week, so I can take my Friday afternoon once a fortnight and crack on. And also, because I've made a number of spectacular fuck-ups already, that means, now because this is BSP, I can't go mad with the talking, so the guy said do it by feel. Tightening up nicely. I'm going to give it one more little go, and I think that'll be fine. Yeah, because I've made so many fuck-ups already that actually I've got all of them out of the way, and there aren't any more that I could possibly make, therefore I'm good. I'm putting just a bit of silicone spray, help the hose on. Success. Thank God. Something has gone right. What have you beautiful people missed? Well, first of all, I have everything reasonably neatly plumbed in, all nicely P-clipped. Got my takeoff there. That's for my pressure gauge, so I can make sure I'm getting 3 psi. And I have put the nylon hose through for a grommet, and I'm just about to connect it up there, and then we're done. Here's another little thing I've done. I've got a new bolt for the rear chassis mounting, and I've ground down to fresh paint, fresh bolt, dielectric grease. So that is the main earthing point for the battery and everything. So that's now, I'm pretty sure, the chassis has a pretty fucking awesome ground, which means the bits at the front that I then make a ground are also going to be good. So maybe overkill, I don't know, but I'll show you what it does. He pokes up here, and then here's the main battery, which goes to the kill switch. If you're a thief, you didn't see that, and then links around to the battery here. So there's a load of earth for the fuel pump. There is the main earth. They are the level senders for the fuel tanks, so they go around the back. That's the main battery live, and that is a live for the radio. This is a live for the fuel pump, which goes into the relay, and there's an earth also for the relay, but I'm going to tidy all this up because it's just a bit of a mess, and it'll basically just wrapping it and giving it one route in and one route out. Then it will look a lot nicer, like my fuel cables. But I'm going to bolt all of these down here now. Oh, here we are, the end of an episode of Everything Takes 10 times longer than you ever imagine. We've just got some nice, neat wiring. Goes down there. I'm not really sure there's a lot I can do with that. It's going to be hidden on the carpet. Goes down to, oh, you can't really see, it's so black, it's like a coal hole in here, but it all goes down to the earth point. It's all fairly neat. It's all out the way of the bits and bobs. It's hidden as much as I can, secured as much as I can. The fuel's all done, and I made absolutely zero progress on the ECU. That will be Tuesday at the earliest, but here's a quick update and a kind of honest viewpoint of the fuck-ups that I make as well. So, fuel tank back in, battery in but not connected, wiring done. The only thing that's missing here, it's a spare wheel which is under there, and then the wood, which is there, just to cover it up. So, oh, fill the neck, I'm going to do that. Quick cut. Look at the damn mess I've made. Over the years I do try and increase my tidiness when working, but it just always goes to shit about halfway through, and bits everywhere. But I know you can't really see a lot, but this is done. Look, it even got a filler. even locks, well, stays shut. So what's the car missing? It needs the battery connecting, it needs a radiator, needs the ignition wiring in, and the carbs. Seats, steering wheel. That's all that's stopping it from being working at the moment. Obviously there's 1,000,001 things that need doing to finish the actual thing, and they always take the longest, but as far as actually making it go, I know exactly what I need to do here, and I will get on with that next time. I was hoping to do it this time, but no dice. And yeah, actually, that was a bit of a saga, but yeah, you can have a look at it one more time. And it is 5:30. Still a beautiful day. I'm going to get my fat sorry ass in the shower, then down to London. Das Vidania.